I'm not this, yeah, the revolution. Like, I'm not that guy. Like, there's a lot of bad things in this world, but like, I don't want to be Che Guevara. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a boner for like being the activist guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a dude like everybody else. Like, I'm a guy. I got a job. I got a girl. I got an apartment. I got my friends. Like, I'm just a dude.
This is how it started. It's not hard to understand. From coast to coast, they're lying at a CEO's command. From Nationalist Public Radio, CNN and NBC. Big Brother spewing propaganda from the disinformation ministry. They say the economy is booming. We hear the homeless beggars' cries. They say we help poor countries. We see bombs falling from the skies. Reality doesn't exist, they're trying to say. But some of us decided there is another way. Seize the airwaves, seize the time. 'Cause lying to the people is the real crime. When it's all owned by corporations and theirs is the only word. We will seize the airwaves, speak freely and be heard. We will seize the airwaves, speak freely and be heard.
It's an absolute pleasure to work in the radio underground. Actually, being able to, circumvent a lot of the issues that you have to deal with in standard legal licensed radio.
Like drinking,
Well, like drinking.
saying fuck a lot.
I mean, it sounds, stupid to get belligerent and then play your songs, but you can't get that belligerent because you have to use a mouse and drag songs and make a playlist and worry about times and take calls and put people on the air. But when you're feeling loose, it makes for better entertainment.
We don't curse obsessively on the air, or I don't think we have any, we have a lot of controversial subjects, but a lot of the stuff we do, it's not, I think to me, to us, and to a lot of people, isn't crossing any lines, but just because of all of the regulations with corporate media, like FCC regulations, we couldn't do probably over half of what we do and say and play.
Also, the fact that we can even exist. I mean, most radio stations consume a lot of money in their operation. That's why they have to take advertisements.
Pirate station, 'cause that's where you belong. Seize the airwaves, seize the time. 'Cause lying to the people is the real crime. When it's all owned by corporations.
Well, I don't know that it's illegal in any but the most technical sense. There are airwaves. I should be able to use them. They're not Michael Powell's airwaves. They're not President Bush's airwaves. That the fact that they give licenses to people that don't represent me, don't represent anyone I know, that's really what's illegal. That Roger Hedgecock gets a show should be what's illegal. Not that I get a show.
It's not about gear. It's not about a website. It's not about all fancy crap. It's about people who work hard, and that's the reason that the FCC enforcement strategies are just so freaking ineffective, is because they're going after equipment. They're going after these physical things. They're trying to staple you with money fines and whatnot. And what they can't get their heads wrapped around is that it's really hard to put down 20 people who keep kicking ass every day.
It's a system. There's not I don't think of it like a lot of the people around here think, that they're out just to get us and they're assholes. I think Bill Zier's doing his job. And the problem is the system and not the people, not choices.
Technically, it's illegal. I mean, we're breaking a law, but speaking for myself, I'm not doing this to, break any laws. It just happens that something I'm passionate about happens to be illegal.
There's a lot that's going on in San Diego that the major stations could care less about. Things that the store down the street, the mom and pop down the street going out of business. The big companies that cover the news really don't care, and they're really not going to cover it. Whereas that neighborhood's really going to be affected by their friends running the shop not being there anymore.
2 years in a row now, we've been at the North Park Community Festival or Art Fair, and we have a booth, and we have people stop by, and it's, you know, all ages, every color of the rainbow. One gentleman leaned over the table and he said, "I want you to know, I'm 62 years old, and I love your station."
We know the one way you can always figure out if anybody's listening to is just say you're giving away free stickers on the air. Phone just keeps
we got some tickets. Call in.
Every time you want to see, if you don't think anybody's listening, give something away. You'll see how many people are. Everybody and their brother starts calling in then.
Only when you fully cut the purse strings, only when you fully cut yourself away from fiscal interest, from commercial interest, and from capital interest, can you really actually get to understand what it means to have a free media.
La sangre de Cristo, hermanos. La sangre de Cristo.